G'day guys, now this behind me is my shiny new toy. It is a spiral thicknesser and a very good one. And I bought this directly from China. So I went through all the customs, I went through all the directly buying it from the makers in China and had it shipped directly out to Australia. So I thought I might make a video and show you guys what is actually involved in buying direct from China and those sort of fun things. And if it's actually cheaper going through all the ports and going through all that sort of fun stuff. So I'll go through all the details and let you guys know how it basically went. Now, before I start, I thought I might tell you guys what this thing actually does. It is a spiral thicknesser, which basically means that I put a piece of rust-sawn wood through it and it'll take off a very fine layer of wood and you'll get a very smooth surface. So if you get a piece of wood from a sawmiller or somewhere like that that has a lot of grooves and saw marks and that sort of stuff inside of it, this one will leave you with a very smooth layer of wood over the top of it. And this one is actually an industrial machine, which is different than my old one. Now, this machine is actually my old one and it still works quite well. It does the job, it does everything that I need it to do, but it does not work as well as that one, as you can imagine, since that one is much bigger, much more powerful and much stronger. But I'll show you guys the main reason why I wanted to upgrade from this one to the old one. And first, I'm gonna need some hearing protection. Okay, so I have some wood and both of these machines are gonna be running at minus 20 decibels. So when I edit it, I'm gonna turn this down to minus 20 decibels and you'll be able to see the difference in sound from these two. Okay, now as you can see, it takes off a very fine layer of wood off here and it does work, but I have to double up on headphones. So I've got noise cancelling headphones in and then I've got earmuffs over the top of that and it is still bloody loud. If I'm trying to do anything in here, I feel so sorry for my neighbors. So I have my nice new machine and I'll show you guys how much different it is. So I'll hook up the dust extraction, but just to show you guys the difference in noise, just the initial turn on. It's so much fun. And that is pretty much the difference when you turn it off. So as you guys can see, that machine isn't completely silent either. But you can see how dead straight that actually gets and how nice of a smooth surface that gives up, which is what I love this machine for. Now, the main competitor for this one, which I'm pretty sure is a very much clone bought directly from a similar or same place and just dressed differently, is the Carbotech model. And that's this one. Now, I looked at the weights, I looked at the sizes, I looked at the motors, and they were all very comparable. And that one popped up for about $3,000, $3,200. And this one, I could buy for about half the price online. So I figured, why not? I'm willing to take a risk and let you guys know what happened, because I did hunt around for more information. I did hunt around for figure out what else people might want to know. And I thought, what the hell? Don't need money. So I took the risk and I bought this one online, sight unseen, because you can't go there, you can't play with one, you can't go and do anything with it. And it is a matter of trusting the people on the other end of the email, which is very daunting. But I looked around, they had good reviews on Alibaba and I bit the bullet. Now, the first thing I needed to do was to have a bit of a relationship with the girl that I was buying it from, Jenny. She seems like quite a nice girl, but the first thing you got to realize is that there is a language barrier. I wish there wasn't, I wish that it was so easy, but we got confused in a lot of things on the emails and the process took a long time. Okay, so my girl in China, Jenny, she made contact with me in September and this machine ended up arriving on my doorstep early January, which gives you guys an idea about the amount of time it actually took to get it. So I couldn't just click and have it arrive here a week later. It just does not work that way. As much as I wish it did, it doesn't. But again, I'm still quite happy with this machine and thought I'd go through the rest of it. Now, after a lot of going back and forth, I eventually got a price from $1,500 USD for the machine itself, which it sounds alright, but you got to include that it's going up to American dollars. It's all done in USD. So that works out to about $1,800 for the machine, which is not too bad itself. Then you add postage, which was $180 USD, and it's still coming well and truly under the Carbotech model. Now, there was a hell of a lot of emails going back and forth, and you're waiting for it, and I almost got sent 10 different helical heads that I could interchange on it, but I don't need that many. And it just took a lot of time to get everything right. Now, eventually it got dropped onto a ship, which is fantastic. It means it's on the way, and I can actually track it throughout all these ships that are currently going around everywhere, which is awesome. But then I discovered the fun of the import fees, export fees, dock fees, and way too many other fees, which I didn't know were coming, which majorly screwed up the amount of money the whole thing was going to cost. So what originally was going to end up costing me about $1,000 less than the option that I could buy locally came in about par, which is kind of annoying, but it's one of the risks you take on it because there's so many fees, there's so many everything, and I couldn't go to the port and pick it up myself, so I needed somebody to go and collect it for me, which is kind of annoying, but eventually it did arrive. And this seriously is the adult version of unwrapping a present at Christmas. I just loved it when it came, and it came in all the wood, and I just love pulling this little stuff apart. I was so happy, because I've wanted one of these for so long, and it was awesome. Now, I hope you guys got something out of this, and trust me when I say I am going to enjoy this machine. I know it would have been quicker, easier, and much better to just buy it directly from Carbotech. It would have been quicker, it would have been so much easier, and I would have a warranty on it, which I do not have on this one, which is kind of worrying. And truth be told, if there was an Australian factory that was making these ones, then I would have bought it from there without a second's worth of hesitation, but they all are bought in directly from China. I'm guessing just because of cost and those sort of fun things. Now, I hope you guys got something out of this, and it's informative for other people that are thinking of doing the same. I imagine if you went and bought 10 of these, 15 of these, 100 of these, then it would work out cheaper with the customs and all that sort of stuff, because you could buy a pallet load or a crate load or a shipping container worth, and it would be so much cheaper, so much easier, and you would get your money's worth with the customs and port charges. But I've only got the one, and I'm still quite happy with it. So I'm going to give this one a nice good old flogging and put some nice wood through here for my other videos that are coming up soon. So I hope you guys got something out of it and found it semi-informative. So if you guys are curious, any questions, or want to know anything more about this one or any other questions, then let me know and I'll do my best to answer. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.